Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Sunday, February 26th, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi. Happy new moon, solar eclipse in Pisces, and our energy mantra for today is as above, so below. I am the manifestation. I am the manifestation of the integrated magic of the cosmos. I'm going to say that one more time. As above, so below. I am the manifestation of the integrated magic of the cosmos. And today, like I said, we have this new moon solar eclipse. So the solar eclipse energy just adds a little more bang for your buck with new moon energy. Any eclipse energy brings an added oomph. And you know, it's really common to look in readings, in birth chart readings, when you do the whole natal chart, to your eclipse patterns, because those eclipse patterns before you are born, while you're in the womb, give you some added insight to downloads that have come through and are part of your soul work on this planet. So it's the same thing with eclipses. Even when we're here, we're getting downloads of these energies, and that's kind of the thing that I'm really focusing on with this eclipse energy. Is this is a download. So we've got seven planets going on in Pisces right now. We have the sun, or seven entities, I should say. So we have the sun and the moon. We have Mercury. We have the south node. We have Pallas, and we have Chiron. How did I get seven from there? I might be missing something. Pallas, Chiron, or I counted wrong. Neptune. Did I say Neptune before? Moon, sun, Mercury, south node. Okay, so there's seven. I missed one the first time. Seven energies. So the Pisces energy of magic, of surrender, of being in the flow is super strong. So to me, because of all this strong Pisces energy, you may not actually be able to distinguish this eclipse from the other Pisces wateriness that's going on. What I feel you will be feeling is this other energy that we have going along alongside of this. We have Mars and Uranus coming into a conjunction today. So this happens every 2.5 years, but this one feels pretty major because they're conjuncting at 22 degrees, so it's a master degree. There's a strong level of mastery going on through the day. And not only are they conjuncting at 22, they're opposing Jupiter retrograde in Libra at 22. So we've got this big energy kind of stretching going on with us. And so that to me is going to be the fireworks that we're feeling alongside this eclipse. I want to address the eclipse thing first though, because there's a lot of interesting energy alongside of it. So this eclipse in Pisces, solar eclipse in Pisces, it is happening. The eclipse reaches its peak at 6:54 a.m. Pacific time. The new moon reaches its peak at 6:58 p.m. Pacific time, by the way. And the eclipse, it says it's visible in Southwest Africa, Southwest South America, the Pacific, the Atlantic, the Indian Ocean, the Antarctica. I don't know if we're really going to be able to see it here in the States. You know, I will probably be awake because these events usually wake me up, but I probably will not be getting out of bed, but that's okay. You know, like I said, this is about the download. I'm really excited about absorbing the download. And what it feels like is this is really closing out a series. We've had a series of eclipses since March 20th, 2015, which was in Pisces. So we were working back, almost 2 years to that energy, which is really interesting. 2 years ago, right after the two eclipses that we had, that's when my dad actually left his earthly body. That's when he passed. And so I'm like, whoa, how have I evolved? How have I shifted in this time? This is also interesting because we had an eclipse balance point back in September 1st, 2016. We had an eclipse at 9-degree Virgo. So this eclipse is at 8 degrees. So even in these last basically 6 months, what have you learned? How have you progressed? What kind of karmic energies have you cut and released since then? So like I said in yesterday's horoscope, I was saying that a lot of people are tying in the south node to this energy. The south node's at 3 degrees. This eclipse is happening at 8 degrees. That's a 5-degree orb. It's close enough, but I really feel like that's not the point of this eclipse so much. I feel like, it was like through this energy today, as I'm recording today, through this energy with the South Node, the moon connecting with the South Node the day before the eclipse, that's where the universe was like, you're done these lessons. You've done the work. You don't have to hold this thing which is making you sad anymore. You do not have to hold back these tears. You do not have to hold back these emotions. These have been gold for you. They have taken you on this trip. Release this karma. Let this go. Be in your flow. Trust in the magic of this energy. And this energy really does have a magic. Nikki and I talked about in GPS, this eclipse is at 8 degrees. We talked about the meeting of the feminine and the masculine, the yin and the yang, the Vesica Pisces in this energy. And, it's 8, which is these meeting of these two whole circles. That is, I feel, the work of this energy is getting you into your wholeness, which is releasing those things which are no longer true to you. Now, is it going to happen wham, bam, all at once? According to the eclipse, no. I would say not. Pisces is in the flow. Things happen as they need to happen. I just had a session with a healer right before this, and we were talking about some inner work that I was doing, and she's like, it's like this implosion going on, but it's this slow implosion. It's not just like, phew, wham, bam, everything that we're working on is done and gone. The universe has its own process, so allow the process of this release. However, at the same time, like I said, we are working with this Mars-Uranus energy. This Mars-Uranus energy is more abrupt in its energy. It's not so much in the flow, although it is at 22 degrees, which is mastery, and part of mastery is being in that flow. So that Mars-Uranus energy has a suddenness to it. So there may be some things that come to an abrupt end in this energy. Still, be in your flow. Be in your mastery for this. Now, what I love about this eclipse as well, where's my Sabian symbol book? Here it is. What I love about this eclipse as well is right after we have the eclipse, the moon's going to move on and it's going to be connecting with Neptune at 11 degrees, bringing in that level of mastery into our flow, into our personal magic, bringing that mastery of our personal magic and allowing that to be brought into the world. We are ending this period where we felt like we had to hold back so much, which was causing our soul great sorrow. It's funny, I posted yesterday, today, depending on which day you're watching that. So for February 25th, I posted on Gaia Blooming Facebook page a meme with a picture of Jesus that says, you came to release that is within you. The soul energy that you came to shine. And anything that you don't release, that's what's hurting you. That's what's causing the sorrow because you're not fully embracing who you are. That time is ending. And here we are, moving into wholeness and into success through this energy. It's really a beautiful thing. There is so much mastery in it. This is not anybody else's process, though. This is all about you. So really look into yourself in this energy. The Sabian symbols for all of this is so interesting. So the Sabian symbol for Pisces at 8 degrees is a girl blowing a bugle. And I feel like this is how, a bugle is not a quiet instrument. It's like, bah, bah. This is how we're being asked to show up. Can you show up and let yourself shine like a bugle? Like a bugle in the sun. It's so weird. But can you display yourself the way a bugle cannot be quiet? Maybe it can be. I've never played a bugle, to be fair. But my experience of bugles have not been quiet bugles. They have been like loud energies. Can you let yourself shine without holding back? That's this feeling always. Where are you holding back? And why are you holding back that energy? It's time to recognize that so you can come into this maturity, so you can come into your success energy. I also looked up the Sabian symbol for the balancing eclipse back at, that's the Aries degree, back at 9 degrees. And it's really interesting because, again, it has this artistic theme to it, an expressionist painter at work. Now, one of the things with all this mastery going on, with this 8 degrees, which is about showing up, responsibility, about manifestation, is you are creating the world that you're living in. How are you creating it? Are you creating it by holding back and, bringing forth these energies? Or are you creating it by allowing yourself and putting your puzzle piece, where it belongs in the world. This is your level of mastery. This, I believe, is part of this evolution that's going on with Mars and Uranus in Aries. Showing up for yourself, showing up in your passion, showing up in your mastery. Also knowing in your mastery that mastery is an ongoing thing. It's not like suddenly, ta-da, I'm a master and I know all the things. Mastery is always that revolution. So constantly being willing to evolve and revolve yourself and who you are and how you're showing up. This, to me, this connection, Mars conjunct Uranus, this is a connection that could start wars. Absolutely. Does it have to? Nope. Nothing has to ever be done like that, with these things. There's higher and lower vibrations in everything. What I believe is that Mars in Aries is working on bringing forth our passion. Uranus in Aries is working at bringing forth our I am vibration. And them together, passion plus your vibration is like, here I am, world. Here I am doing this thing that I came to do. And God, I won't be stopped because I'm just so in alignment with where I need to be in my life. Now, what I love is the Aries 22-degree Sabian symbol. I'm all about the Sabian symbols today. The gate to the garden of all fulfilled desires. The gate to the garden of all fulfilled desires are in you being in flow with your life, are in you being in, complete soul union with yourself, with who you are, with the soul energy that you are. This, to me, is what this eclipse is about. The Pisces energy is going to flow. You are going to get these downloads that you need to get. This energy is going to come in. And if you can allow it, if you can be in the flow, and if you can keep working on liberating this soul energy, if you can keep working that energy of Jupiter in Libra, loving yourself for who you are, loving the wholeness of yourself, then you're going to bloom and grow just like a beautiful tree. Let's see. What else do I want to say? Oh, one of the things that I want to say about all this, part of the flow is not overanalyzing. This is Pisces. Pisces cannot be overanalyzed. You can't understand it with this kind of understanding. So you may get caught up, like, what's really happening? What's really going on? That may be part of that Uranus. Let go of the overanalyzation and let it sink in and let it move through from your cells, because that's how you're really going to get it. Now, I pulled Ganesh because I'm wearing Ganesh. You can't really see Ganesh, but I'm wearing Ganesh today. There's Ganesh eyes. And I got Ganesh behind me, so I pulled Ganesh for today, and I pulled Joy. Where are you creating your life from at this time? Where are you liberating your soul from? Are you still in that sorrow? Release those ties. You don't have to focus on that. You learned what you needed to learn from that sorrow. You can now bring in the joy, and joy happens when the heart and the soul unite. When Mars and Uranus unite, joy can happen because your heart and your soul are in union with your I am vibration. So, joy from Ganesh. And then I also pulled Inner Child. Finishing up, almost done. I know it's long. Ace of Crystals. Look at this happy, brand new day energy, a rainbow. I'm going to read this because it's great. In Northern folklore and legend, a belief exists that during the winter months when Earth is silent and asleep under her blanket of snow, the gnomes are busy weaving crystals from the light of the moon, the sun, and the stars, and encapsulating the downloads from these eclipses. When the rebirth of springtime arrives, the gnomes offer these precious gems to the sky, and through the gentle rain of springtime, magnificent rainbows are created. The hardworking gnome in this card has uncovered a beautiful crystal for you. The time has come for you to accept the promise of hope, of unity, of abundance that this crystal brings. The rainbow in the sky is the bridge uniting heaven and earth and representing the harmony of all people. The Chinese called the rainbow Tai Chi, or the great ultimate uniting yin and yang. Wow, I didn't read this. How perfect for those who are twins who are watching this, and how perfect because somebody just told me that there was a rainbow bridge between my heart and my twin. So very interesting. When the Ace of Crystals appears in your reading, great potential is being uncovered and tremendous possibilities are present in your life. For this card depicts a dynamic rebirth in the physical level. You may be birthing something magical, be it a baby, a business, a book, a relationship, or a new phase of self-expression. Blow that bugle. Blow that bugle loud. You are blessed by the presence of the glorious crystal brought to you by this humble gnome. Any ace in any suite says yes. Begin anew. Many ideas and dreams that have been hidden for years. There's that card. What is it? The miser card. Many dreams and ideas that have been hidden for years are now being revealed. Full circle in all of this. I love how these cards work and pull this all together. So, be aware of that Mars-Uranus energy. You may feel activated by it. If you're feeling that frustration, look into yourself. Where are you still holding parts of yourself back? And where can you liberate yourself in that energy? Where can you love yourself enough that you can liberate yourself from this? So, book a reading if you want to dive in deeper into your chart. That's on GaiaBlooming.com. Email me if you have any questions. Have a beautiful eclipse day, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.